Here's the problem, right? I mean, we've all done some downsizing and it just ends up in one room looking like this. But if this is what's facing you, don't sweat it. This system, there's 4 steps to it, will absolutely cure you of any overwhelm. And we're going to start with just one room. That's the most important thing, to avoid overwhelm. So guys, whether or not you're planning a full renovation or you're just doing a spring refresh and an edit, you may want to get organized around how you start your project. And I have a free PDF at my website, which is lisaholt.com, and it gives you all of the pointers on how to start your project the way a designer does. And the first thing that we're going to do is clear the space. Okay, so when you're starting to clear a space, the most important things that you want to be thinking about is, do you have a staging area where you're going to put the things that you actually will be keeping or considering keeping? And then you're going to sort the balance of the items as you pull them out. So think about things like, do you love it or do you really want to donate it? Or is it really trash and maybe it should go out? Or could you sell it? There's lots of different options with this, but you're doing this as you move things out of the room into the staging area, because your ultimate goal in this step is to get to this. Something along these lines, or even if you're going to change the programming of the room, then you'll pull out all of the anchor pieces and end up with this. And that's really the raw space that we can begin to work with, especially if you're changing a bedroom to an office or vice versa, or any kind of significant programming change. You're going to go ahead and take it down to the walls, etc., so that you can look at a blank space and understand what it is you have. Now, I'm the first to admit that this first step is one of the hardest, but here's the goal. You simply clear the room out and get everything out of it so that you know it's empty. Then you head over to the staging area, wherever you put everything, and you start to sort. This can be a very emotional thing, or it's maybe a nothing. It depends upon how long things have been stored in that room and what you had in that room. You can do this at any time that you feel like a room is overfull or needs to have a fresh eye on it. So guys, this is something I insist upon, whether or not you are keeping the room as, say, a guest bedroom or an office, or you're changing it out to something new. You must start with a floor plan, because the one thing that you don't want to do is have gone to all of that effort and then put everything back where it was. If you're doing a new room, say you're taking it from an office that your kids used to a guest bedroom because now you need that, you want to see that room just like it would be a regular design project. You want to see that room before you spend a single cent. So you want to have had your plan and you want to have had this board ready to go if you're going beginning to put things back into the space. And that is the next step, which is composing and designing. Now, for sure, if that inspiration board included a new paint job or maybe some fresh flooring or something along those lines, you're going to get all these busy people in there to do that before anything else happens, because you want to have refreshed the envelope of the space before you move anything in. And if you're considering doing any specialized either millwork or specialty, desks or things that need to be built in, after everything is kind of completed in terms of the envelope, you want to start constructing whatever it is you're going to have in there that are going to be built pieces. Maybe it's a new closet, maybe it's a new storage area. But if that's on your board, then this is the next step. So now once you've finished with composing the surroundings of the new space, of course, you begin to put back furnishings. Anything that maybe was in there before that maybe got reupholstered or is going back in, but in another location, you just start moving those things in anchor piece by anchor piece, always starting those first. And it can take a few days. Sometimes if you've maybe bought a piece or you have a piece that you've been imagining in a space, you want to kind of like put it in there, move it around a little bit, sort of see what works. And once you've got all of the furnishings in, then kind of the fun and the finishes sort of kind of get to come in place. So, thinking about bookshelves, accessories, all of the decor items. The next part of this completion of the 4 steps is when you shop, but only surgically. Or maybe you've planned a new linen kit for the whole bed with some beautiful new accessory pillows that you're thinking of but haven't found yet. And if you've got shelving in the room, this is where I always find myself needing to run out and buy just one more small vase, or perhaps a book stand, or something just to finish off those spaces. But again, guys, this is surgical purchasing. You do not have to spend months and months looking for all kinds of things and then throwing them in there and then having that not work, right? This is how you do it. So guys, that's a 4-step professional system to editing your space in your home. And remember, the first thing you do is you clear that space out, because you can't really understand what it is it's even in there until you've gotten rid of everything and you can see what it is you like and what it is you maybe want to change. And the second part, of course, is curating. And again, get all the stuff that you even have a question about out of there, and then you're left with maybe 50-60%. Work with that. Okay, and that third step is actually composing your new ideas. So either you're going all the way new and you're creating a plan and an image board, or you're just creating a plan to lay out the pieces in a new way. But either way, you're composing a new energetics and a new performance for that space. And then the last part is, as you move things in, you realize you might have a hole or two. And that's completing the project. And that way you don't end up with a bunch of things that you have to give away at the end because you didn't need them. Okay guys, so whether or not you're feeling like you want to do a spring reset on a room, or if you're planning on doing something even bigger, I've got you covered over at my website, lisaholt.com. You can sign up today at the website and get a free how to start your project. And it doesn't matter whether or not it's a huge one or just one room, but you want to stay organized like a designer does with that. So go over there, sign up for that. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.